32 years is an awfully long time for those light fixtures to still be around. They use obsolete bulbs, and well, at least one of them has crumbled apart. I can't replace the bulbs. The bulbs are starting to fail. Time for me to put new fixtures in.
Living in a van down by the river, singing loud. No ties, no change, just the rolling clouds. Freedom tastes real sweet when you're nothing to give. Living in a van down by the river's where I live, where I live.
Along with the bar fixtures, the bedside reading lamps. There's one on each side of the bed, and to be blunt, those things are falling apart as well. But let me show you the one that's behind the driver's head. Okay, you see that thing with the pointy edges? That one in particular likes to grab the back of my head. That is the headrest of the driver's seat, and this is literally right in the way. So we're going to replace these. I've already replaced one of these fixtures, and I don't like the replacement. That has no brightness adjustment, and it's all bright white. It looks like a 747 coming in for a landing. For the bar lights, we got a pack of 4 of these. They're LEDs, as you can see the elements there. They've got the rotary intensity and push on, color change, and off. It'll go with bright white, soft white, and then off. Each lens simply slides off, it slides out. You have your LED panels and then your mounting screws. So that's how it's going to mount to the interior. And then on the back side, you've got your standard red for power. It's weird that they use white, but that white is your ground. Enters the center of the lamp assembly. So we just tie these into the existing. And I'm going to have to look. I might want to add some additional USB ports, but there'll be more on that. So I've ordered some nice wall mount gooseneck LED lamps that are dimmable and they're color changeable, just like these. Reading lamps, though, to replace those lamps with the pointy edges that are falling apart. These new lamps have USB charging ports in them. So I can charge my phone, my camera. There's 3 of them. I'll be able to mount those up. The bar lights, there's the one over the sliding cargo door, one over the rear cargo doors, and one at each end of the penthouse top. So that has 7 lights I need to install. Now, the 3 new lights haven't arrived. I've got the box of 4, and it's hotter than the blazes out there. I'm going to wait until after sundown. The process is just going to be, I'm going to pop off the lens. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to get a camera in there to show the process. The spaces in that van I'm a big guy, and the spaces in that van are kind of confined. So let me explain to you. I'm going to pop the lens off. I'm going to unscrew the retaining screws for the old one. Before I do any of that, I'm going to take up the bed. I'm going to disconnect the battery. And then I'm going to pop that lens off, unscrew the retaining screws, pull it out a little bit, cut the lines, splice into the lines with the new ones, feed them back through, mount the new ones up. Pretty simple process. Shouldn't take me terribly long, but I want to do it when it's not super hot out. we go. That's how easy that lens cover comes off. These screws got to come off. I don't have a screwdriver in here. Be right back. Okay, we've got the old one off. There's the lines. I'm going to cut them back, and we're going to connect the new ones. Sorry. Okay, the old fixture's off. We've got the lines trimmed. We're going to cut these back, trim them back, and we're going to connect the new ones. Okay, the bar light at the back door is in, and here. Nice and dimmable. Push and hold to turn off. These work. The light here, not so much. On this side of the van, the wire going through here is black and white. There's no red here. I assumed black was the ground, so I connected ground to it, but we may be backwards. The reading lamp on that side still needs to be done. The one up front still needs to be done, and the soap bars up front still need to be done. There's two possibilities here. Number one, I ran a mounting screw through the wire and, well, had a ground happen where a ground doesn't need to be. So we could have popped a fuse. Number two, I installed it backwards because those wires aren't super clear, and me, like a dummy, didn't think, gee, let's test these wires. So that's on me. I had assumed white was power, black was ground, but yeah, you know what they say about assuming. So this could be entirely my fault. Okay, that's the last soap bar light that we've got to replace. And then the driver's side reading lights. We got the one on the passenger side working. 3 more lights to switch, and we're good. Okay, well, you can see something I should have done beforehand on the other ones, but I pre-installed the crimps on the fixtures. Now I can just go throw them in the van. Okay. The lights are in, they all work. I'm hotter than a devil, and it's filthy in here. I'm gonna clean up probably tomorrow because it's just, yeah, it's hot. Okay, well, none of them are on, but they all work. I've got that one replaced, that one, that one, that one up there, that one up there, and that one right there. It's all done except for the cleanup, and I've got to empty the porta potty and clean everything up in here. I'm overheated, so I'm going to wait until, well, I'm going to get the tools out of here, but I'm going to clean up in here probably tomorrow, take this thing to the car wash, vacuum it out, and get it ready to go. Well, a whole lot less obtrusive to the noggin. The pass-through for the wires is up a bit high. I've got to figure out how to conceal that still, but it works. My favorite part here, we've got a USB charging port. Touch control's a little weird, but it works. And I've got USB charging cable for my Type-C USB. We're good. Okay, so I have the soap bar style, the big lamps that are general lighting, 4 of them installed, with the exception of the one at the back door. There's no additional USB power off of those. The one at the back door powers the mood lighting, the little LED colored strip lights. I just thought it was a cute thing. These gooseneck lights have USB charging ports. The cables for USB-C are blue. The cables for micro USB are charcoal and black. Easy to tell at a glance. I still have the 6-port 12-volt to USB charging. That'll also charge PD, which these won't. They're not that high of output. I think these are like 3 amp. The PD, I think it's 5, something like that. I just know these are standard USB chargers versus the high speed, which is no problem. Generally speaking, when I'm in the camper, the phone stays charged up anyway. I've got some cleaning to do in here. It's hotter than the devil's armpit today though, so I'm going to wait until after sundown. I'm going to clean this up, vacuum it up. I'm going to get the bed set back as a bed, and I'm going to get the porta potty dumped, and we're going to get this thing ready for hitting the road. We've got some things coming up, and I'd like for you to come along. Thanks for watching my video. If you like what you saw, please be sure that you click like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and share my video with your friends and family. Please be sure you go back and check out the older videos in the archive. There's some great stuff in there that I'm sure you'll enjoy. And if you'd like to support my work, please be sure to visit us at wildersportoutdoors.com and buy some merch. There's some great stuff there, and it'll go a long ways to help us out. All right, that's it. That's the video for today. Stick with us, and you'll catch the next one. And like I always tell you, get out there, be productive, be safe, but most of all, be blessed. I'll talk to you later.
But here by the river